Whoa, Black King.
And a copper.
Dude, what is that copperhead? It's massive. That is goofy. Have you ever seen a copperhead and a king snake hanging out together? Because the copperhead is the size of a timber rattlesnake. Good morning, everybody from the north. We are in some really interesting pine snake habitat today that has a lot of good bycatch. So in the very likely event that we don't see a pine snake, hopefully we'll at least see something. So we're going to get to it, mostly cruising and a little bit of flipping mixed in today. All right, Dad just spotted this beauty out basking. Look at that. That is like a proper montane timber in a part of the state where we don't really see the montane look very often. But we are on top of a mountain today, so it only makes sense. Very, very pretty snake. Looks like she could be gravid, so we're going to minimize how much we mess with her. I just wanted to show her to you guys real quick. Obviously, a complete sweetheart as always. Not really making any attempt to bite us, despite us bothering her. But very, very beautiful snake. I'll get a quick photo, and we'll just let her slip under this rock. Such a very, very beautiful timber. I love that montane look, especially in an area like this where typically what we're seeing is snakes that look basically like a South Georgia canebrake. And then you just randomly find one like this. Oh, a milk, look.
See, it's gorgeous.
There we go. Little guy. All right, we're June milking. Very nice. Going into shed too. Still very pretty. All right, new spot milk. Whoa, there we go. Nice. That'll do. Good pine snake bycatch while we wait for it to dry out and warm up a little bit. It's very cool and wet still, but it is supposed to get up to 82 today. We'll see if that actually happens, but very nice start to the day. We'll put this guy back under his rock and continue on. We'll probably flip for another couple hours at this point because it's still so cool. And hey, if we're actually finding milk snakes in June, I don't mind. We'll see if we can get a couple more. This guy has eaten something, and he's also eaten the stick in the process. Look at this. Spit it out.
Oh.
Whoa! What is that? What just happened?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's an isopod attached to a stick. So this slimy salamander ate an isopod that grabbed a stick. And he's also just cool looking. Look at that thing.
See the iridescent green on his head?
I'm about to find a milk. Never mind, I've found all the scorpions. Maybe both. Oh, I did find a milk. Oh, he's so tiny. There's scorpions everywhere. Oh, I gotta clean up the scorpion mess.
Very nice. Hey.
Another little shedder. Well, this little guy's definitely got some attitude. Hey, buddy. Milk snake number 2, another juvenile. We've seen 4 snakes today, a ringneck, 2 milks, and a timber. And it's still like not even 10 a.m. Pretty ridiculous. We're getting into it though. I put this guy's rock back as best I could. It was a little crumbly, so it's not perfect, but it should be fine. We'll let him go back under there with all his scorpion buddies and continue on. All right, here you go, buddy. It's kind of crazy how snaky this place is.
Yeah, the mowing's definitely taking a toll on.
Go, buddy! I can't see.
Black King.
Oh, wow! Nice! There we go, he's beautiful. All right. I couldn't even see him because the rock was so heavy. I'm glad you were here to catch him. As if we needed to be spoiled any further today, we have a stunning gravid female black kingsnake. Look at her. She is spectacular. Look at the random speckling throughout the body. This is a new area of the state for me to see a black kingsnake. Me and my dad were actually talking earlier today about how I've never found one up here. So very cool to get one today, especially after talking about them. And even better that it's just such a fantastic snake. There isn't really any other way to describe this animal other than spectacular. I mean, that is just amazing. And it's a pure black kingsnake too. Very little eastern kingsnake influence, which is actually quite rare in North Georgia. Almost every snake we see has some degree of eastern king influence. And this one maybe has a tad, but about as pure of a black king as you're gonna find in Georgia. All right, we'll put her back under a rock. I could stare at her all day, but we'll part ways. She's got gestating to do and possibly even egg laying under that rock. Very, very cool, fantastic snake. Now our totals for the day are up to 2 milk snakes, a timber, 1 ringneck, and this. It's a good thing I had an assist with this rock, because I honestly was having a hard time flipping it because of how big it is. She'll find a way under there. She might have to poke around the edge for a second, but just wow. What a snake. Honestly, she probably comes up and does something similar to that to bask, because this rock's so thick that it likely doesn't actually warm up too much, even when it's nice and warm outside, which it's definitely not today. You can see she's found her hole and is making her way under. Fantastic. Good luck laying those eggs. Maybe we'll see your babies in the future. Look at that. There's a gorgeous black widow with a perfect heart on it. That is so cool. All right, love, here's your rock. Go on. Get off of the leaf. Okay. No way. Oh my God. What? What on earth? That is crazy. I'm gonna get some photos before he dies on us, but that is a gorgeous little eastern hog.
It's gonna be a tricolor.
That is so cool. This is now the 3rd just neon red baby hognose I've seen without seeing anything near an adult this pretty. And I know, whoa, I know they get pretty like this as adults here because I've seen them DOR. That is unreal. That is so absurd. First snake on the road of the day. The sun's peeking out. It was a very wet and cloudy morning. It's like, I think it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon at this point. And there we have our first live on the road snake. We're gonna keep cruising. It feels like as good of a day as any for the unspeakable to happen. So we'll get some quick photos of this guy. He hasn't played dead yet. He's on the other side of the road where he was headed. So we'll just leave him to it. Beautiful little snake. Hopefully he stays away from those dogs that are barking behind us.
They're in a fence.
All right, little dude, stay away from that dog. Let's go find a pine or more of these. I'm perfectly happy with finding hognoses. That's only like, that's the first hognose I've ever cruised alive this far north in Georgia. I mean, we are in the mountains. All right, guys, well, the daily afternoon thunderstorms we've been having every day since May have arrived. It's pouring rain, so we're gonna go get lunch, and then we'll come back out here in about an hour or so when it stops raining and get back to it. I do think we're probably gonna be done with road cruising for the day due to how late in the afternoon this storm has hit, so we might go back to flipping. We'll see. All right, took literally all day, but we finally have a box turtle. Look at this dude, or dudette. I've been shocked at the absence of box turtle today up until this point, but the afternoon rain did the trick. This guy's most of the way off the road, so we'll just make sure he gets over there into the woods and continue on. But nice addition to the day. Oh, they're doing it now. There's another one. This one's a little juvenile. Hello, brother. Are you gonna flee me now? You were going the other direction, bro. We gotta get you the direction you're heading, dude. A car came along right after I picked this guy up, so definitely a good thing we are here. We'll just get him over here. This guy's a really interesting kind of sub-adult size. Very, very bold for a box turtle. Never went into a shell at all. Wanted to bite me. What is this?
There's a big old kingsnake.
It's a rat snake, I think.
Got a lot of them.
Is it a rat snake?
Yeah.
Wow.
You videoing?
Yeah. That's so cool. All right, first piece of tin at this spot has a rat snake. Very nice looking. We'll pull him out and get a look and then let him go. Looks like a real pretty one. Look at the hole right there. All right, maybe the okay. He's got a belly full of rodents. God, look at that thing. He's beautiful. Gravid, maybe? She's gravid.
That queen is awesome.
Yeah, she's gravid. You can put that down whenever. Goodness. And today has just been one thing after the other. I mean, we came out after this rainstorm, cruised a bunch of box turtles, and the first piece of tin we flip after the rain has a stunning rat. Look at that. It's like a perfect combination of a black and a gray rat. And this is a part of the state where I would typically expect to see very gray rat snakes. So cool to see one that's this dark, this contrasty. It's got like the face of a black rat from northeast Georgia with the pattern of a gray rat from northwest Georgia. All right, we'll let this girl go. Really, really pretty gravid rat snake. It's like the third gravid snake of the day. Very small to be gravid too. All right, I think this is gonna be our last set, but it's a stack. I'm gonna stand on this side and lift them this way, I think. Oh, it's 3.
Oh, big.
Whoa, Black King!
And a copper.
Dude, what is that copperhead? It's massive. That is goofy. Have you ever seen a copperhead and a king snake hanging out together? Because the copperhead is the size of a timber rattlesnake. All right, king snake time. There he is. Look at that little dude hanging out with big dude. Hey, buddy. There we go. Second black king snake of the day, hanging out with the world's biggest copperhead, which probably got away. I might
Still sitting there.
Here, take the king. That was a genuinely comical flip. Just the copperhead of all time, hanging out with a dinky little black king snake. That's so funny. All right, we'll let this guy just kind of crawl off into there, and then we'll put the set back and then take a look at the king snake. All right, well, there is our friendly neighborhood black king snake, who is just buddies with the biggest copperhead in North Georgia. That is so funny, like seeing just a giant copperhead hanging out with a king snake because he's just completely unbothered by him. What a day it's been. Our second freshly shed black king snake, added copperhead and rat snake to the daily list. I mean, we have just seen almost everything except for what we're looking for today. I mean, I can only think of like one thing reasonably that we should have seen that we didn't see, and that would be a corn snake. A racer. We didn't see a racer either. Mole king, but you know, I don't expect to see a mole king. But a fantastic way to end the day if we don't see anything else. We are going to try to hit some other flip spots on the way home that I haven't hit in a while. So there's a chance we could get into some more stuff. We'll let this guy go back to his copperhead friend and continue on. But beautiful, beautiful everything today. It's a beautiful day, beautiful snakes. Great time all around. All right, bud. Go back to your unlikely friend. Yeah, there you go. All right. It was so cool to see them both at the same time, too. It wasn't like they were inches from each other when we flipped it.
Even touching if the tin wasn't separated.
Yeah. Awesome. They're kind of warm, like residually warm. Oh, milk. Pretty milk. There we go. I'm never going to be able to photograph him because of the way it is out here. All right, guys, well, it is pouring on us again. I mean, not absolutely downpouring, but raining enough that I can't even take my camera out at the moment to video or photo this guy. So very, very nice snake, though. Not necessarily the most vibrant red milk snake, but a clean chocolatey milk. But y'all know milk snake appreciation isn't always about the brightest colors. A lot of times, a cleanly patterned snake that's freshly shed can be a total screamer. And this guy is kind of getting to that area. He is really, really clean. Got some nice kind of chestnutty browns. Not super red, but not super dark brown either. That was just a really sharp snake to end the day on. It's getting dark on us and raining on us at the same time. So this will probably be the last snake of the day. We'll try to check a couple more spots, but the lighting is going to be bad. The footage will be worse. But it's been a great day, and I don't want it to end because there's probably not many days like this left in at least the spring and summer window of 2025. Because once we start getting into July and August, the flipping is just kind of cheeks. So, all right, everybody. Well, it has been a heck of a day, but we are pretty much out of flipping. It is getting dark on us. Absolute banger here in North Georgia today, especially for June. Like, this is like peak spring productivity in what's essentially the middle of summer at this point, but we've just had such a cool and wet summer so far that it's just fantastic herping still. It's not to say summer can't be good, but it's definitely unusual for summer to rip this hard here. But with that being said, I think we probably do have enough for a full episode today, so I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
really great spots.
They're pretty fresh too.
Hey.
Was that a coal skink?
Yeah.
What the? It looked too big to be a. It's under this next one. It's a coal skink. What the hell?
Down here in the grass.